Hey guys, shut the fuck up. Hey guys, so I'm briefly going to talk about how did Hamza influence my life and how did he pretty much changed my life for the last of the year. Yeah, I'll be having like the multiple segments. It's family, so family relationships. How did they change? So what is better in them? Next is finance. So how I increase my finances. Then there may be like intimate relationships, and yeah, we'll see. So I guess I would start with the family. So when it comes to family, I think one of the most like one of the biggest things that changed is like the relationship with my brother, relationship with my mother, and then there is like grandmother, grandfather, etc. There is also like the partner of my mother, which is like yeah also getting better now. Um, if I would like compare myself like 4 years ago versus after I watched Hamza, so like I would say like rather 2 years ago when I watched uh, Hamza, it was uh, it was much better. It was much worse before watching him because yeah, there was like a lot of toxicity in our family, a lot of spiteness, like maybe even I guess maybe even a bit of the jealousy. Um, and this was also how I acted. And I thought that's normal. Like I thought that everyone has like this kind of quiet home when they don't talk about certain bad things happening in their family. Um, but pretty much Hamza showed me that you pretty much can have a good relationships. You can have pretty much good, healthy, strong relationships if you start like from yourself and you start doing things like gratitude or gratitude letters. Always thought that they are a bit like cringe. It was always a cringe, especially in my school years, especially in my like what is it, primary school, high school. I always thought that saying like I don't know, I like my mother or I like my brother. It was like a cringe, a big cringe. I mean, there is something like brothers like love between like brothers, so it's pretty much like the bigger brother makes fun of the little one, you know, like they're playing and they're having fun. But there was also this aspect that I thought that that was cringe too. Everything, everything that was based around love and everything based around relationships was cringe. And that's pretty much where I started, uh, like unpacking it and going in that. So to not pretty much explain this for a longer time, I pretty much started noticing my patterns and patterns in my family, and I then pretty much took the Hamza's advice in his videos, and uh, that's how I fixed my pretty much my relationships in my family. I mean, they're not fully fixed yet. Obviously, it's still a work in progress, but I think we did like huge progress in the last 2 years, and it was also thanks to the Hamza. So yeah. So now the fitness and friends. Now I've joined this too because whenever I was working out, I worked out with someone, and I think like you should certainly do or at least find someone that you can. Now, in my experience, I've started working out because like my friends pretty much challenged me to do so. Uh, Pretty much one friend, Sam, got me into this. And I remember like we were competing who could do the damn push-up, could do more push-ups at that age. I remember I was called like Mr. Pull-Up because I couldn't do a single pull-up. I so much thought that I could easily do like 3 or 4 right at the start, but I couldn't do even a single one. Now, so I think this is the most important part when you are on a self-improvement journey. It pretty much will determine your success in life. And pretty much I believe that how hard you are training, or how hard is your consistency, how much you are putting into the working out while you are working out, that much you will get in return from pretty much successes, because you can apply the consistency in work, in other areas. And um, I kind of did forget that this video is about Hamza helping me about this, but let's say the consistency was pretty much the number one thing that Hamza helped me, right? So go whenever you don't feel like it. So go, especially when you don't feel like it. That was my motto, and that's pretty much how I built consistency of training 6 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 6 times a week, 6 hours a day. And yeah, now I'm pretty much going on the boxing matches, on not matches but boxing trainings, and I'm combining that with the gym, and pretty much that's I maybe I would like to be in some boxing match in the near future. But yeah, anyway, Hamza did surely motivate me and help me with the consistency. Now, as the holy shit. Now, as one of the latest or late topics, or one of the last topics, would I guess be the work, how my ethic changed, how my mindsets did change thanks to Hamza, and yeah, maybe how did even my income lately changed. Now, the I guess the best thing that has changed me and about the work was that I had this old mindset that everyone is pretty much born with certain, like with certain success, and it can be changed, and pretty much you can learn anything. You pretty much have lived with this intelligence, and that's it, right? I hope I like explained it correctly, but that's what I thought. And I thought that being lazy in work or is okay. You don't need to work that much. I mean, it's okay. The money will somehow come magically one day. And yeah, I think it started like at the start of 2021. So I'm working as an IT administrator right now, and I was pretty much making what is like what is in other countries really like funny, or really little sum, or a really little price. And pretty much I'm still continuing, and I recently got what is like 90% or 80 or 90% salary increase, just because I invested, what was it, like 4 or 5 months of really like deep work. I mean, it might not be much in your country, but it's considered to be pretty successful here. So I'm still fine by it. I'm certainly want to change countries lately, but yeah, I would say the best thing that Hamza helped me about this, or in this area, was the consistency and taking work as some sort of priority instead of the instant gratification things, like whatever, like it was, I don't know, watching YouTube videos, for example, or watching YouTube videos in the work instead of working, right? uh, Wrong sleeping schedule. Now, I would say I'm not on my like hardest grind ever right now. I'm still like thinking about my priorities, or what I really would like to do in the next 10 years, and throughout those years. Uh, but I would say I certainly find out that the work isn't something I want to be fully focused on. It's not something I would like to waste my life on, and I think it's if your work is also a hobby, that's nice, that's great, that's what I would like to do. But overall, I think it's it would be, I guess for me, my target is right now money, because they pretty much create a freedom, and that's what I want. I want some sort of cool hobby, like racing cars, or whatever, something really cool. But usually that takes money, right? So I need to make those money somewhere, and that's my mindset on this. It might not be the best, but at the moment I think it's more than what I would have guessed like a few years ago. Now, as the last thing, I guess I would say something about intimate relationship, and so I couldn't really relate to the Hamza because, to be honest, I never felt like deserving someone, deserving a girlfriend, until I was on a certain level. Now, many people say that you won't ever feel like ready for a relationship um, if you like don't think you are ready. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I would say that I much prefer a relationship where I know that I have a stable work. I know my body like looks good. I know that I'm taking care of myself. I know that even like the job that I'm working on is fulfilling, and even maybe as the last thing, my relationships and family are stable and non-toxic. So if I ever bring someone to the family, uh, I can pretty much not be afraid of some potential conflict or anything. So I don't know if Hamza helped me with this. He certainly helped me with the confidence and the like how to be or what to be like on the Tinder and how to approach girls. Yeah, that certainly helped. But otherwise, I never really was like Hamza. He always thought or spoken that he was like a fuckboy. I always disliked that type of relationships, I guess. But yeah, it's like it's pretty rich coming from someone that didn't really have any access to the what would you say, yeah, access to the girls, or the girls didn't really thought of me that I am somehow um, that I would be like their potential something like more of a friend, or more than a friend, right? So yeah, that's what I always thought. Now that is changed right now. So I would say I am in a pretty good relationship. We are seeing each other for like 2 or 3 months, and yeah, like things are going pretty good, which is another thing that comes like together with the other things like the work, the relationships in your family, working out, etc. So yeah, I think this is all, and hopefully you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and link from to someone that you know that he or she would like to see this, and it might like help them. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.